Risky Bargain. Off the Grid FBI Series, Book 10. By Barbara Freethy. Narrated by Amy Mcfadden. Chapter 1. Cat Parrish was running out of time. Only 6 guests remained at what had been a huge launch party for the newest video game from Spy Maker Games. The caterer had already instructed her to make one last sweep through the house to pick up any errant glasses or plates and make sure the remaining guests had everything they needed. But that wasn't her primary focus as she walked from the kitchen to the living room of the huge Malibu mansion with floor-to-ceiling glass views of the Pacific Ocean. She'd taken the server gig for one reason only, and it wasn't to earn extra cash. It was to get a chance to talk to the host, the billionaire owner of Spy Maker Games, Spike Cabot. She'd been trying to speak to him for almost a week, but as a lowly Level 1 employee at his company, she hadn't been able to get anywhere near the penthouse office suite where Cabot oversaw his fast-growing empire. Desperate, she'd found her way onto the catering crew as a server, and she'd spent most of the evening serving drinks and waiting for an opportunity to speak to Cabot. Unfortunately, she hadn't been able to get him alone. Coworkers, friends, influencers, and a pesky girlfriend who was constantly clinging to his arm had surrounded him all evening. She couldn't blame the girlfriend. Spike Cabot was a very attractive 43-year-old male with black hair, a dark tan, and a muscled physique that was apparent tonight in his very expensive jeans and button-down shirt. Cabot prided himself on being a man of the people, a former soldier, an ex-CIA agent, and a patriot. It was a great story, but she didn't know how much of it was real. What she did know from the past 3 hours was that Cabot had only mingled with a few of the guests at his party, while what he called his elite army of executives touted the new product to the influencers, who would then spread the word around the world, creating more demand and more profit for the company. She should be happy about that. Her actual job depended on the success of their games, but she was too worried to feel anything but stress. One of her best friends at the company, Audrey Bell, had disappeared 4 days ago after a late-night meeting with Cabot, and Kat needed to know what they'd talked about. While Audrey had left her a short text telling her not to worry, that she was leaving town for a while, she couldn't stop worrying. Audrey's mother was ill, probably dying, and she hadn't...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?